Hey guys, welcome back. Our today's topic is square and square roots part 2. Like and share our videos and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Without any further delay, let's get started. The concepts that we learned in previous video are interaction of squares, perfect squares, properties of squares, and fun patterns of squares. So let's recapitulate the concepts of square. Square of a number is the product obtained by multiplying the number by itself. Square can be found by prime factorization. There are certain properties of square which we learned in our previous video. Pythagorean triplet can be found by using square property. To know more about squares and its properties, refer the video link here. This link will be shared in the comment box. So the concepts that we are going to learn from this video are introduction of square roots and properties of square roots, finding square root of a number by repeated subtraction, finding square root of a number by prime factorization of square roots. So what is a square root? Let's learn that through an similarly, square root of 16 is equal to 4, which also means 16 is equal to 4 into 4. Tough, right? Okay, let me tell it in words. Therefore, square root is the specific quantity which is multiplied by itself and derives a product. Understood? Derives a product is square. Therefore, it is derived that square root is the specific quantity which is also multiplied by itself and derives a product, which is the square. The product is a square. Therefore, the formula for that is n is the number and m is the product. So, n into n is equal to m, which is equal to n square. So, is equal to m is the square root of n. I hope it is easy. Yeah. So, let's see some of the properties of square roots. The square root of an even number is always even. The square root of an odd number is always odd. The symbol of square root is this. And if b is the square of a is the square root of b. Let's see how to find a square root of a number by repeated subtraction. The method of subtracting consecutive odd numbers from a square or a non-square number. If it is a square, the remainder will be 0 at the last. If it is a non-square number, the remainder will be a non-zero number. Example, find the square root of 9. 9 minus 1 is equal to 8. 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. Understood? Therefore, 5 is the third odd number, so square root of 9 is 3. To make this more easier, let's solve some sums on repeated subtraction. Okay, let's solve now. Let's solve the first sum on repeated subtraction, which is 169. So 169 minus the first odd number, which is 1, is equal to 168. And 168 minus the second odd number, which is equal to 165. 165 minus the third odd number is equal to 160. And 160 is equal minus the fourth odd number, which is 7, is equal to 153. 153 minus the fifth odd number, which is 9, gives you 144. 144 minus The sixth odd number is equal to 133. And 133 minus the seventh odd number, which is 13, is equal to 120. And 120 minus the eighth odd number is equal to 105. And 105 minus the ninth odd number, which is 17, is equal to 88. And 88 minus the 10th odd number, which is 19, gives you, yes, 69. And 69 minus the 11th odd number, which is 21, is equal to 48. And 48 minus the 12th odd number is 23. Yes, is equal to 25. And 25 minus the 13th odd number, which is 25, is equal to 0. The sum ends here. So the number 169 comes to the 13th odd number. So the square of 169 is equal to 13. Now let's see how to find a square root of a number by prime factorization. The method of dividing a square or a non-square number by prime numbers. Prime numbers means the number which do not have factors except the number itself and 1. For example, 19 is a prime number. So 19 has the factors 19 and 1. The number itself and 1. I hope you understood. And then let's see some of the steps to find square root through prime factorization. First step, write down the prime factors of the given number. Prime factors means numbers like 1, 2, 3, 5, which has the factors, the number itself and 1. So write down the prime factors of the given number. Make pairs of prime factors such that both the factors in each pair are equal. Make pairs. Write one factor from each pair. For example, you have 2 into 2, then derive it as 2. And then find the product of above factors. So if you see, for the number 60, you get 2 into 2. Oh. It may be confusing. For the product is the required square root. To make it easy, let's solve some sums on finding square root through prime factorization. Now let's solve a sum on how to find a square root of a number by prime factorization. So 225 divided by 3 gives you 75. Yeah, 3 is a prime factor, and we again divided by 3. It gives you 25. And 25 is divided by 5. 25 is divided by 5, which is a prime factor, and 5 comes down and 5 is divided by 5 and gives 1. The sum ends here. So prime factorization of 225 is 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. So we have got a pair it. So we have got a pair 3 into 3 and 5 into 5. In the next step, you have got to bring the square root down. So square root of 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. So after this process, the sum comes as 3 into 5. So we have got to derive the answer as 3 into 5 is equal to 15. Yes, so the square root of 225 is 15. So Let's solve our second sum.